Okay, so you may know me as a person who just keeps on using Samsung products as I really like Samsung. But recently you might have noticed I've been using a lot of Apple products. Some of you might rebel against that and some of you might be like, "Why? Why are you doing this?" And why do you just suddenly feel a love towards Apple? Well, this video will tell you all about it. Alright, so let's get started. So, at first, before I even swapped to this beautiful iPhone, I had a Samsung Galaxy A3. Now, it was a pretty epic phone. I loved the design of it. I got a really dope case on it, and I just loved everything about it. I used it for really long. It was really durable, and it was just a really good phone altogether. And then one day, it broke. And that day I was pretty disappointed. I really was afraid that I could find a phone that was as good as that, because it would cost around like $100 to fix it, which just really made me freak out. But then my dad came up and said, "Hey, want to try an iPhone?" So I was never looking forward to that idea. I didn't exactly like Apple at that time. I thought Apple was a gimmick. I thought it was just a really horrible, really bad quality brand. But that day came. The iPhone was here. So I ended up unboxing it. It was an iPhone 6. It was golden color. I really liked that color. And I was quite impressed by the design when I held it in my hands. I just felt something unique. It felt really luxurious, and that logo on the back, it really did change my mind about Apple. I thought about it for some time. I used it for the first hour and I was like, this is impressive. And it just caught my eye how good it looked and how clear and clean and crispy the display was, and how sleek it was. I was just really impressed altogether. And I started to get a hype for Apple, and I really just started loving that brand. And that hype reached a level where I thought I would get my iPhone a big brother, an iPad mini. And I got an iPad mini for Wi-Fi version because obviously I don't want to use a SIM card on a tablet. Forget that. So I unboxed it, just the same emotions I felt when I unboxed my iPhone. It felt really nice. It was really slim when I picked it up in my hands. It felt really nice. Looking at it, it was just an excellent device. The iPad, I really loved it. Crispy display. And in your iPhone, in a typical iPhone, on the corner of the display near the Wi-Fi logo, you would get like your career and how much signal you have. Meanwhile, on an iPad, since you wouldn't put a SIM card in it, it would remind you that it's an iPad. Pretty cool, huh? But in the end of the story, I just want to say that this is how I fell in love with Apple. The end.